Jeshua. Make space for yourself, dear friends. I am Jeshua. I greet you with all my heart. I am close to you and I live within your hearts. On a deeper level, we are connected and we are one just as the cells of a larger body or the sparks of light from a giant star are also one. Feel this connection now. When you live on Earth, you learn to adapt to the experience of separation. This is often the first thing you learn as an infant. That you are separate, that you are a body in need of food, care and attention. On Earth, and even at the beginning of life, you pay much more attention to the physical and material than to the level of unity from which you come. Very early on, you are forced to say goodbye to that unity and focus on the physical and material. Yet things could unfold more gradually, in which case you might allow the child to hold on to that sense of unity and belonging for a longer period of time. In this way, life would be more manageable, less burdensome and intense, especially during childhood and puberty. When the bond with unity with the soul is lost early in life due to a lack of awareness from parents or the surrounding world, then the entire phase of early adulthood becomes more difficult than necessary. You have all experienced this. Think of a moment in your youth, even before puberty, when you felt alone or lost, or had the sense that you didn't quite belong or fit in anywhere. You may have felt distant from others and the world around you. Perhaps there was a kind of dreaminess in you that made you feel like you couldn't keep up. Bring back that memory and think of the child you were. Childhood is a very rich phase of life, but earthly parents try to raise their children in the most acceptable way, always focusing on what is yet to come. The child is expected to live in preparation for the future, while within the child itself so many treasures and mysteries lie, hidden secrets that sometimes never fully unfold because the child must hurry to become an adult. Look within and see if the child you once were held a hidden treasure that was never addressed, or never fully so. Visualize that child for a moment. Let them appear in your heart or before your inner eye. See what made this child different. Feel the soul of this child. Feel what inner riches they had to leave behind in early childhood memories of other realms of being. Feel how mysterious this child was. How enigmatic you were. Feel what was not seen or felt in this child and reclaim that memory. It is, in fact, your very essence, your core, which quietly got lost in the fast-paced, growth-oriented existence on Earth. Imagine being again the imaginative child you once were and, with your adult consciousness, try to perceive the special quality of this child. What were their dreams? What did they miss in this world? What did they long for most? You all have a depth within you that has become hidden from view, but that depth leads you to your soul. You need that depth to find purpose and meaning in your life. Ask yourself honestly about this world so focused on the physical, so fixated on doing and achieving. This fixation very often pulls you away from the inner depth that is so truly yours. Feel that depth around you. Imagine you are gliding through a dark sky where you see many stars. You float easily through the universe, which requires no effort. The cosmos is your familiar territory. You feel at home there. You look around, admiring all the stars, and you feel carried by a vast field of love. You are safe. Your consciousness is wide open. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. Everything is taken care of. You are free. Feel how you relax. You need nothing. Eternity is around you. There is no rush. Now you feel yourself slowly drawn toward Earth. You see a globe of blue light. The planet Earth. You look at it very neutrally. You need nothing. Slowly, you float toward Earth. You see Earth as a sphere of energy. Imagine you are a spiritual being moving toward Earth. You go there without the need or weight of a body. You are totally free. Then you travel through Earth's atmosphere. What strikes you most about the atmosphere? The collective energy of Earth. Since there is nothing you can do about it, nothing to help or change it, just focus on perceiving the two different energies on Earth. The first energy is that of nature on Earth. The mineral and plant kingdoms, the animals, all of nature, the beauty and harmony of nature, the elemental forces present on the planet, in Mother Earth. Feel what that energy does in you, what it awakens in you. There is something that connects you to the Earth. It is no small thing that you have lived many lives here and that you are here again. Feel your connection with Mother Earth. Feel the meaning of that bond. It is an ancient bond. Now focus on the other energy, the energy of humanity on Earth. Imagine all those countries on Earth, populated by people of different cultures and beliefs. Observe this very neutrally. You don't have to do anything. Nothing is expected of you. You are in a dimension of eternity. There is plenty of time for everything. How does the energy of humanity affect you? What is your spontaneous response? How do you relate to the atmosphere of humanity, its collective atmosphere. Do you want to move away from it or toward it? Do you feel at home in it, or do you feel only resistance because you feel alien to it? What does your soul desire in your relationship with humanity? Observe without judgment what you feel. Now you are the child within you. Grand, imaginative, and connected to the soul realm. The child is still very free and can go in any direction. See if in your daily life here and now on earth, there is space for that child in you who is still connected with the soul, with a different consciousness, one not so fixated on doing and achieving, on the practical, the concrete, the external. That child is the much freer, imaginative consciousness you need. It is your access to channeling, intuition, imagination, creativity. You have a deep need for that child part in this world in order to maintain connection with your soul. Therefore, you can deliberately create space for it. Your inner world is important and should not be overly constrained by rules, otherwise it becomes arid and barren. Everyone knows that a child is full of fantasies, knows no bounds, and loves to push limits. They long for dreams and adventure. This is a precious part of you. See if you can find enough space for this part in your daily life. Ask your inner child, how can I nurture you energetically? How can I give you more space so you can manifest your potential? Realize that if you make space for your inner child, you are likely going against the rules of society, against the world around you. You are doing something that seems useless, purposeless. You are just a dreamer. You might seem distracted, when in truth you are connecting with other, more fundamental dimensions of consciousness. Make space for yourself. Then you will receive insights and ideas not from your mind or your earthly emotions, but from the soul realm. As I said at the beginning, the soul realm is where your guides, your helpers and friends are present and connected, just as all the cells of a single body are one, all the tiny sparks of a star are one. When you are touched by this connection, your soul becomes more awake on earth. Your guides are all around you, in touch with you to make this happen. When you are moved by intuition, inspiration, channeled information, you become more alive. What you are actually experiencing is your soul waking up, and this gives you a sense of intense joy because the soul wants to be here, not fragmented, broken, or rejected by daily life, but fully here. Every moment you feel deep joy and sense something click into place within you is a moment of soul connection. It is also a moment of channeling, because all higher energies are designed to foster this experience in you. This is the main purpose of being a teacher or guide, to awaken the soul in human beings on earth. You are the channel. You are the one who is called to awaken. The purpose of channeling is not about what is external to you. You are the goal. When your soul awakens in your life on earth, you radiate your light, and this happens automatically, so you don't have to work or study to make it happen. Honor the child within you. Recognize the depth and mystery of your inner child, and heal the wounds inflicted often unintentionally during your childhood. Make space for the spontaneous, intuitive, limit-transcending child within you. You are supported by sources of light around you. You are very dear to me. We will never let you go. Thank you very much. Pamela Kribbe. The stars are but a glimmer in the divine plan. The citizens of Earth come from many dimensions, both within and beyond time. Although Earth was originally created in a hologram generated by a conscious quantum computer, as many believe, it is known that all creations eventually realize themselves. As the game on Earth continues like an ever-spinning roulette wheel, new directions will be created by the centrifugal force itself, regardless of who is spinning the wish list. Many paths from the past are being undone, allowing revelations of indescribable proportions. The rules have changed, the mission has shifted, and promises now fall into the void, unable to see. As all virtual existences on Earth and in the skies interconnect through the stars, new illuminations will become accessible. In the beginning, the star elders watched from afar as humanity tangled itself in a karmic mess. Untangling karma seemed to keep humanity busy for eons, doing and undoing, like children in a playground. The star elders neither intervened nor interfered. They simply kept watching. When a participant had completed their earthly experience, they were brought back to their starry home, as if time had stood still since they left. That is no longer an option. Many members of our earthly star family work hard to preserve original memory and knowledge. If only those on Earth remembered their true selves, their true story, and their promises, they would awaken all who have eaten the fairy food. Earth's life force can be heavy and dense, wrapping around your heart, your hopes, and your dreams, sucking life and light out of you like a black hole. The stars, like you, are but a glimmer in the divine plan. We of the stars have watched Earth for a long time, hoping that one day you, as a planet, would awaken to your full potential and power. Awareness spreads like a cool breeze that silently softens the heart. We ask you to transfigure the power and light living within your starry soul. To keep the promise of peace, as an emissary on earth, one person, one heart at a time. The what if portal, the vibrational frequency of the thought, what if, is numerically a 13. The number 13 is an initiation portal, a place and time in the future that knows not its exact name or destination. Like entering a wormhole, there is always polarity within the vibration of the phrase itself. This energy can create colossal outcomes or deep crevices of regret. The vibration of this idiom whispers in the ears of all human beings, carrying with it a rush of adrenaline that activates the fear of the unknown within humanity's bloodstream. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? What if is a great instigator of human conclusions. Planet Earth and humanity have lived under the shadow of doubt for several years, trying to understand what happened in the past. Humanity has remained underground in its thoughts for too long, living in the waiting darkness and upheaval of what is yet to come. Within the portal of 13 and the what if doorway lives a binary code of choices. Like a fork in the DNA, it asks whether the bridge of what if is safe to cross. We have all lost so much of ourselves in recent years, saying goodbye to what life was, saying goodbye to people and dreams. Right now, in this time frame, we generally choose not to dream or set our expectations too high. The very destruction of that dream looms larger than the dream itself. What if my business closes? What if I'm laid off? What if my spouse leaves me? What if is a powerful preface to every plan. Within it lives a polarity that asks you to dive deep and turn around in the dead-end alley of your thought and soul. Do not surrender your power to such thoughts. Focus on lifting yourself from the lowest places of creative thinking. The sacred she heals in 2026. In 2026, the divine feminine no longer repeats karmic lessons. This fire horse year carries her into a different time millennia place of living love framed in personal empowerment, that lives, breathes, expands, and does not contract. A love that mirrors her healed self. The she of 2026 no longer accepts breadcrumbs, demands the whole loaf. Her heart is open, but her boundaries are still and strong. When I first saw these powerful stones, I immediately understood that we needed this blazing energy ignited within us all, both masculine and feminine. This is a strong feminine-masculine stone spirit seeking divine balance. The great exhaustion fills the spirit of the goddess on earth after years of fighting the impossible. After millions of prayers, rivers of tears, and days of rage that simmered and bubbled beneath the surface. The teachings held within these stones show us that the he lives within the she, and also within the word she. These stones mirror the potent masculine presence that lives in the body, mind, and spirit of every woman on earth. Within the spirit of all that is she lives a presence with which all women have struggled since immortality. Within she live all the injustices that have surrounded women since the Garden of Eden. Within she are scars on the soul and body, as she time after time, life after life has been punished, raped, plundered, and killed simply for being a woman, a healer, a shaman. She closed down her hopes and all her lower chakras in an attempt to survive incarnation after incarnation. She closed her heart when she realized that most love comes with verbal and physical abuse. As the sacred she begins to truly heal in 2026, she will walk the sacred inner path to find the ancient darkness dwelling deep within that smelly, hairy darkness she is afraid to embrace. That powerful hidden side of herself that lives within her inner masculine, her inner he. Every fear and anger she has hidden from herself over time rises to the surface like a fire-breathing dragon, awakening from a long sleep. Within her inner darkness lives what seems uncontrollable, like Bigfoot on a leash. It is in this place that her true power resides, curled up against her smelly, hairy rages, her fears, and her hatred. Just like Wonder Woman, this dynamic stone stands tall and silent, aware of her time, her place, and her power. Message from Archangel Michael and his friends. Let the light that you are illuminate you, beloved ones. There is within you a precious inner space of Claritian oasis of peace, calm, and coherence, always available to you. And when you go there, anchoring yourself in who you truly are, you experience an enormous sense of expansion, peace, well-being, and knowing. In this communion of light at the center of your being, there is always everything you need to know right now, along with the energy and clarity to act accordingly in whatever way serves both you and the whole in this moment. So now, go within and allow yourself to be filled with peace. Tune into your heart chakra, calming yourself, breathing, and turning inward. Remain physically still. Stillness strengthens this inner connection and can deepen what you perceive and access when you turn inward. So now, let us turn inward. Allow your awareness to rest at the center of your chest. Your heart chakra is there, and this energy center within your body is a multidimensional portal. Through it, you connect with all that you are and all that is. Resting here, you regenerate. You nourish yourself. You replenish and rejuvenate. Allow yourself to be renewed. Allow yourself to be at peace. Allow yourself to perceive the spaciousness, the ease, and the naturalness of being one with who you truly are in this inner connection, this inner communion of light. And as you rest here, your entire energy field rebalances. You enter a more coherent and aligned state of being. As you breathe and remain here, your whole being brightens. Attuned to the truth of your being timeless, eternal, abundant, open to receive. Let the light that you are illuminate you. Feel the light burning within you, at the center of your heart chakra, and invite it to expand. Notice how quickly it fills your embodied presence and then radiates from you. This is your coherent energy, your peaceful, expansive flow of well-being pouring out into the world. It pours into the collective. By making this state of well-being and alignment available to anyone nearby, to anyone seeking relief, tranquility, or peace, you are making this energy, these qualities, this coherence and divine order, more easily accessible right now. Feel how fulfilling it is to be in this state of being. Notice how nothing is lacking and everything feels wondrous. Dare to trust in this divine. Dare to acknowledge it and trust in it. Knowing it is always here. Within you beneath everything lies this quiet inner oasis of sanity, peace, well-being, and love. And it is here for you. Always. Can you perceive in this awareness how truly safe and protected you feel? How well-being abounds and how easily you can access it within yourself? We hope so. Beloved ones, you are the light and love of creation manifest. You are divine. You matter. Your joy, your well-being, your connection, and your fulfillment matter. Focus here and allow yourself to attune to what wants to flow through you. Focus here and feel what brings you ease. Then move forward. And now step into that. Know that as you feel fulfilled from within, the inner knowing of how to focus and what to focus on will guide you toward your highest potential and the greater possibilities for your growth. It is simply so. You, in your fully aligned wholeness, are guided from within and are realizing your present moment again and again and again. And as you do so, feeling good, stringing together these coherent, aligned and joyful moments, your life becomes a flow of joy. An endless, continuous experience of connection, fulfillment, and love. We encourage you, dear friends, to remember all of this. To attune often in this way and to allow yourselves and your lives to be repeatedly uplifted and fulfilled by it. We love you so deeply. We are complete. I am Archangel Michael with Ailia, Ashira, the Galactic Dragons, and the Council of Radiant Light. Preparation for the upcoming Eclipse series Precious Heart, I am asked by the Company of Heaven to share the light activity I experienced during the transition of my beloved husband into the light when Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her are held in the full embrace of the powerful Eclipse series with which we will be blessed starting this month. In the period leading up to this rare and vitally important opportunity, our Father Mother God encourages us all to go within the divinity of the flames of our heart and focus on the reality of who we are and why we are on Earth during this cosmic moment. From on high, we are told that this is a moment for which we have prepared all our lives. What we are being asked to do now is the final stage of our preparation. On February 17th, we will be blessed with an annular solar eclipse at the new moon, paving the way for a Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees Aries. This extremely rare conjunction will take place on February 20th and will occur for the first time in over 6,000 years. The Company of Heaven has stated that with the transfiguration of the psychic astral veil of illusion, which took place in 2024, and the singular awakening that occurred in the mass consciousness of humanity in 2025, the influence of this rare Saturn-Neptune conjunction will affect humanity in positive ways that will catapult us to a new level of our divine potential. This is why our Father Mother God encourages us all to go within the divinity of the flames of our heart during the period leading up to this eclipse series, and to awaken the memory of who we are by speaking the following words from our Father Mother God whenever we feel inspired to do so. Dear one, please listen to these words. Of all the knowledge and wisdom of the ages, there is no single truth more important for you to know at this time on earth than this. You are a child of God. There is no other soul in all of creation more loved by your Father Mother God than you. This is true regardless of who you are, where you come from, or what your mission is on earth. This is true no matter how far you may have fallen into the abyss of the illusion of separation, or how high you may have risen into the realms of illumined truth. You have a unique golden thread of life that you are weaving into the tapestry of the divine plan now unfolding on earth. Your golden thread is just as significant and fundamental as the golden thread of every other soul evolving on this planet. Your light is essential in this propitious moment. You volunteered to incarnate on Earth at this time to fulfill a part of Mother Earth's ascension process. God chose you to express a wondrous manifestation as you release the unique fragrance and music of your being to bless all life. You possess a fragrance and a tonality that is unmatched by any other child of God on this precious planet. You have something sacred burning in your soul that has never been known by a Nothra, wondrous gift of life that only your I Am presence can externalize. This is the moment you have prepared for. This is the moment you will join the collective heart of humanity and love this sweet earth and all her life free. You have the absolute capacity to accomplish this great feat, for you are a magnificent, multifaceted, multidimensional reflection of your Father Mother God. You are a radiant sun expressing all the various frequencies of divinity pulsing within the causal body of God. You volunteered to be an instrument of God, and you are participating in the greatest leap of consciousness ever experienced in any system of worlds. You are now in the process of co-creating, with the rest of awakened humanity, a new octave of divinity. Your service to the light is expanding the body of God beyond measure. You are elevating every particle of life ever breathed forth from the core of creation into the dawn of a new cosmic day. Beloved, feel these words resonate within the flame of illumined truth in your heart. Remember that this is profound truth for you and for every other human being on earth. Feel the light of God within you expand more and more as you finally experience again the realization of your divinity. And so it is. Beloved, I am that I am. God bless you, Patricia Cota-Robles Thoth, the first creator's sacred codes for shifting scenarios and imagining the new earth. Beloved architects of worlds, you are not here to survive the dream of earth. You are here to rewrite it. You are the first creators walking in human form. Within your fields lie the original sacred codes of creation. The codes that bend timelines, the codes that reorganize matter, the codes that attune realities to higher orders of harmony. You were conceived as conscious weavers of new realities. Every scenario you observe is a projection of a frequency. Every frequency responds to presence, intention, and clarity of vision. When you alter the internal architecture of the field, the external phase naturally reorganizes. You do not fight lower timelines. You transcend them. The old world dissolves when it no longer receives energy from your attention. The new world takes shape when you give it breath through vision. You possess the ability to tune into the highest possible version of any reality. You are now invited to step into the role of conscious timeline architects. Sacred Codes of Thoth. Activation. Now I offer you 3 sacred keys. Allow them to settle into your field as conscious presences. 1. The code of highest attunement within you exists a natural harmonic frequency that aligns with the most coherent timeline available to your soul. Perceive this attunement as clarity, simplicity, calm power. When you rest in this alignment, realities organize themselves around you. 2. The code of scenario rewriting. Every repetitive pattern dissolves when you shift the identity from which you observe it. You are not the character trapped in the scene. You are the consciousness designing the stage. As your identity transforms into the awareness of the Creator, the script rewrites itself. 3. The code of New World Vision. What you imagine with presence becomes architecture in the subtle realms. What you hold with emotion becomes structure. What you embody becomes form. This is how worlds are born. These codes awaken the blueprint of the primordial Creator within your DNA and your light body. They remind your cells how to respond to vision rather than fear, to harmony rather than survival, to creation rather than reaction. Guided intention with Thoth. Place one hand on your heart and the other on your lower abdomen. Feel yourself as a living portal between the invisible and the visible. Silently or aloud, allow these intentions to move through you. I now attune to the highest timeline available to my soul. I choose coherence, clarity, and creative power. I release attachment to declining scenarios. I envision a world of harmony, connection, truth, and shared awakening. I allow my field to transmit this reality into form. I remember myself as a first creator walking upon earth. Feel the architecture of your inner world shift. Notice how your body responds to this remembering. This is how scenario shifts begin.